Welcome to MK Channel 40, chats with the businesses in Milton Keynes that are doing something to help end the lockdown. And we all know that fitness is very important in beating COVID-19, and we've got a lot of gyms and fitness organisations that have used the group. But this, for my view, is one of the most exciting gyms that's opened recently, and they've been doing a large amount of work with charities. And we're going to find out from the director, Rob Francis, what Energy Fitness have been up to during the lockdown and what they're planning for the future. Welcome, Rob. Good to see you. How are you?
Hello there. Yes, I'm very well, thank you, John. How are you?
It looks like you're sitting comfortably in lockdown in the garden there. A bit cold today. I won't keep you there too long.
No, it's okay. It's all right. It gets a little bit breezy at times, but it's quite comfortable actually. Nice temperature.
Yeah, it's good to be outside, isn't it? Which I know that with your gym, you've got some great outdoors around it. Just tell people, and we can show some pictures of the gym, a little bit about Energy Fitness, because I think it's quite a splendid facility. It's one of the best looking gyms, I think, in Milton Keynes, from what I can see.
That's very kind of you to say. Yeah, no, we've been open 2 years. Well, we celebrated our second birthday in April, just soon after the lockdown happened, and soon after we had to close our doors. But it hasn't stopped us from carrying on operating loads of online content. I'll tell you about that in a bit. But basically, in ordinary times, which hopefully we'll get back to in due course, we operate a really top quality gym in Kiln Farm, Pitfield Lane, which is where the post office is, just around the corner from the golf club. And we operate loads and loads of classes. It's a big community feel, lots of classes, but top quality kit and equipment as well. So we've got Pre-Core Preva, which is like a TV screen on all of our cardio machines, so you can go on interactive runs on them and stuff like that. But as well as the kit and equipment, top quality kit and equipment, really first class facilities, we really pride ourselves on customer service. Because we're not a massive gym, we're about 5,000 square feet, so we can invest our time and effort, and our team invest their time and effort in giving first-class quality customer service, and that's what we're all about, really.
So it must have been pretty tough to see all of that investment hit by the pandemic, alongside lots of other businesses. You've made a huge investment in Milton Keynes. What was the impact, and how's it been over the last few weeks?
Yeah, so it seems like forever ago in some ways, doesn't it? But on Friday the 20th of March, we were told pretty short notice that we were going to have to shut our doors, literally, that day. But we had seen the writing on the wall, and so we started taking steps to record content from our classes and from our instructors, our awesome instructors, Zumba, Pilates, yoga instructors, as well as our in-house team. And we were well prepared for that close down. So by the time Monday came around, the 48 hours later, we'd already set ourselves up with a full online business and an online timetable. So we emailed and messaged all our members and said, look, this is what we're doing. We're switching entirely online. We're going to carry on giving you a service, carry on giving that top quality support with your health and fitness and goals, and your well-being goals, which I identified very quickly was so important at the time. And so, yeah, we were very lucky that most 2/3 of our members continue paying us throughout this whole process. But that's because we've been given a top quality service. Over this now, our timetable's grown to now over 40 classes and activities of various sorts a week, from workshops, stretching, running workshops, through to live interactive classes, including Pilates, Zumba, yoga. So we're supporting our external instructors who, like us, have been hit by this because all the other gyms just simply shut their doors. So our external instructors who rely on those gyms for their income, we're the only gym that was providing them any level of support by employing them still. And our own instructors have been doing fantastic classes we are the class centre. We are all about community, fun, engagement, and also we've been able to utilise our new brand, Be Military Fit, which we can talk about in a bit as well. So we've been super busy providing lots and lots of service to our members, but we've also always positioned ourselves that we should be a big part of our community. So we've supported local community events around us, from school fates and things like that, through to projects, local housing projects and things, where we can. But crucially, we've also supported throughout our opening in particular three charities, and we've managed to continue supporting them at these times, which is so difficult for local charities in particular.
Yeah, I've just brought on screen some of the charities that you've been working with. There's some notable ones there. How much have you done and raised then in terms of financial support for the MK charities?
Well, we're hugely proud to say that with the two major events that we've held, created and held, and they've been virtual events because obviously we've been in lockdown, a virtual 48-hour relay for Willen Hospice and a virtual rainbow climb. So we're climbing the equivalents of mountains by getting our members and the wider community to climb sets of stairs in their homes or on their daily exercise activity, and that was for Harry's Rainbow. So between those two events, we've raised over £17,000, which we're hugely proud of, and we've also got another event coming up in a week's time, just over a week's time, supporting our NHS, our hospital charity trust as well.
And are you going to be doing a bit of video in terms of using Zoom and Facebook Live to show that event in action?
Oh yeah, so at the moment we're still very much in a virtual world where we can be connected online. So Zoom's going to be a big part of that, and basically we'll be inviting all of the NHS staff to enjoy a free weekend of fitness activities. But then we're going to ask other people to pay just £1 to join us, and that £1 will go to the charity to join us on any of our classes. And I know that some people will be looking at doing a big class marathon. So we're going to have back-to-back classes throughout the Saturday and Sunday. That's, I believe that's the 14th, 15th, if I'm right, for next weekend. So Saturday and Sunday. And we're also going to have seminars, talks about well-being. We're also going to have fun things like a raffle prize giveaway. So we've got other local companies supporting us in donating prizes for people to buy raffle tickets. Entry gets you a raffle ticket in itself, but you can also buy multiples of raffle tickets as well, virtual ones, to enter that. And that all goes to our Milton Keynes Hospital.
Okay, so I think we shall put some extra information when this video goes out to the website and to the links. Just interested, Rob, you're using a range of different technologies there. How do they differ, and what do you think are the most beneficial things you've used? You've got YouTube, Zoom, Facebook, various platforms. What's working well, and you think you may be using more in the future?
Yeah, I think that's really interesting. So immediately, I'd never even heard of Zoom, 12 weeks ago, but that's all changed. So Zoom's been really good. So we do live interactive training on Zoom, so I can speak to you, I can see you. We now have a new small group PT model that's been really, really popular, where we're able to train just 4 people on the screen at any one time and give them that really close care and support and coaching that they need at times. And that's allowed us to also lend people kit and equipment for those sessions specifically. And Zoom is brilliant for that because we can give feedback, and people get the feeling of being in the class together. That's a fantastic platform for that specifically. But then we've also used YouTube, which for an instructor is a less personalized approach, but it's been great because it allows us to record class content or talks and things like that on there, and allows us to or allows our members to access those at any time they want. So effectively become a downloadable class platform. So that's been fantastic as well. And then obviously the social media channels are always useful. We're constantly using particularly the Facebook and Instagram accounts as well, just to keep people abreast of what we're doing, putting snippets on there, links to activities and things on there as well. But I think the two things that we'll particularly use and will incorporate going forward will be the Zoom element and certainly the YouTube element, so people can access classes live as they're being played out, but also they can download it later and like catch up TV, play it whenever they want.
Yeah. So looking at how the lockdown can be ended, what's your forecast? What are your plans over the next few weeks?
So things are starting to loosen up a little bit. So it started with a few weeks ago, one-to-one PT in an outdoors environment being available. Now we can have a group of 5 and 1 instructor together. So we're looking at doing taking our online small group PT program, which is a 12-week program, and taking that and doing it for real. So we'll face to face in that environment. And like you mentioned at the beginning, we've got an amazing outdoor space at our gym that's available to us, and we'll start utilising that. And that's going to come in the next couple of weeks. And then, depending on how the lockdown goes, I'm thinking that we might be able to do bigger outdoor group activities sooner, and that'd be great. Then we can go back to doing sort of small classes, but more like our members recognise, but all in the outdoor atmosphere. Then there is speculation that gyms will be opening on the 4th of July. It's so hard to tell. You listen to Boris at 5 p.m. On a weekday, and there's so much talk about caution and slowly releasing the lockdown process. But then there's so much speculation in the press. But basically, as a gym, and I think all gyms will be gearing up, ready to open our doors for the 4th of July. So we're gearing up ready for the 4th of July. But if I was a gambling man, I say it might be a little bit later than that the gym actually opens. But in the meantime, we're opening up towards the outdoor activities, and we've got the online stuff that our members can do in small groups, as well as leasing our kit and equipment that's available too. So there's lots of stuff going on, but I think in the short term, nothing for the main gym until the 4th of July. And if I was a gambling man, probably a bit later than that. But slowly we're opening up, and we've got this new BMF, Be Military Fit brand, which is backed up and sort of fronted by Bear Grylls himself, the internationally famous adventurer, TV personality. He's bought into it because it's such a good brand. It's such a strong brand. He's got fully behind it at this time, and we've been delivering fantastic online content through our BMF brand as well. And we anticipate being able to open the outdoor space to Be Military Fit. And I was just talking to the Parks Trust about that just yesterday, and they're fully behind us. As soon as the time is right and it's safe to do so, and we can get the numbers in the parks, we'll be opening up COVID-safe outdoor fitness programming.
So you say it's a brand. I read something about it also being an investor or owner in Energy Fitness. Is that right?
So interesting, yeah. So interestingly, the guy who invented Energy Fitness through the late 90s and 2000s, he actually sold his shares in Energy not that long ago. But now in this time of crisis, and then he moved on to BMF, Be Military Fit, and he's as executive chairman on their board for them. And so he's trying to bring the two things together. Well, interestingly, because of the financial difficulties that the whole gym industry is facing, he's actually stumped up and stepped back into the energy business again, bringing the clout of his experience and his finances to support the energy brand. And we anticipate a real bringing together of the two brands, Be Military Fit and Energy Fitness. And actually, interestingly, as franchisees in Milton Keynes, we will be at the very forefront, the cutting edge, the leaders in the UK on that project, because we're the place where it's all happening.
Well, that's terrific. Rob, I wish you all the best over the coming weeks. I think the figures from the government are pretty positive. I think the numbers of people that are getting coronavirus are falling very rapidly. So let's pray that July the 4th is your get-go date.
On the cards.
Just finally, anybody interested in getting involved with Energy Fitness, either on the charities or the workouts, where do they go, and how can you help?
I think you're going to put a link on here on the page after this, but basically look for Energy Fitness Milton Keynes Kiln Farm, and also Be Military Fit Milton Keynes, and you'll find all the information that you need there. Also find us on Facebook. Great place to find out information. Get in touch with us on there, yeah. Energy Fitness Milton Keynes Kiln Farm. That's the element, the important bit, because we've got a new site owned by other franchisees being built over in Brooklands. So that'll add horsepower to the brand very soon, because there'll be 2 gyms to choose from within Milton Keynes, but they're not up and running just yet. But we are absolutely firmly up and running. So Energy Fitness Kiln Farm. Find us there.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Rob. From us at MK Channel 40. Bye for now.
Thank you.